Every person carries something extraordinary inside, though most never stop to notice it. Think about it. Your body has changed since you were a child. Your thoughts have evolved. Your circumstances have shifted. Yet something has always remained. A quiet presence, a spark. We often live so fast that we forget to ask the simplest question: what is it that truly keeps me alive? Some call it spirit, others call it energy, consciousness, or soul. Here we will call it the flame. This flame is not dramatic or loud. It doesn't shout for attention. It waits patiently beneath the surface, steady through every joy and every sorrow. Sometimes you sense it in moments of silence, or when life forces you to pause. It feels like warmth, like clarity, like the reminder that you are more than the roles you play. Throughout history, many spoke of this same truth. The Stoics called it the guiding principle within. Jung described it as the self. Ancient traditions called it the eternal Atman. No matter the name, they all pointed to the same thing: the unbreakable fire within us. The tragedy is that most people spend their lives chasing external fires: success, recognition, possessions. Those flames always burn out. The inner flame does not. To discover it, ask yourself, who am I without my job, my status, my story? Sit quietly with that question. Behind all the noise, you will find something constant, something alive. That is your flame. And once you notice it, life will never look the same again. It is often in our darkest hours that the flame within finally reveals itself. When life is easy, the noise of the world hides it. But when comfort is stripped away, through loss, failure, or heartbreak, the distractions fall silent, and the flame becomes impossible to ignore. Think of the moments that nearly broke you, the days you thought you would never recover. And yet here you are. Something carried you through. It wasn't your strength alone. It was the fire that cannot be extinguished. Psychologists call this post-traumatic growth, the strange truth that suffering, if faced, can transform us. The Stoics called obstacles fuel for the inner fire. Viktor Frankl, who survived unthinkable horrors, discovered that those who find meaning in pain can endure anything. The flame is that meaning. It is that strength. It is the reminder that you are not what has happened to you. You are not defined by your wounds. And here is the truth that changes everything. You are not a body with a soul. You are a soul with a body. The body can break, the mind can falter, but the flame endures. So when darkness surrounds you, ask, what is this moment trying to reveal? What strength is being born in me now? The night does not last forever, but the flame does. And when dawn returns, it will burn brighter because of the darkness it survived. Discovery is only the beginning. Once you become aware of the flame, your task is to protect it. Like any fire, it must be fed. Ignore it, and it flickers. Care for it, and it grows into a force that lights your entire life. Most people starve their flame without realizing it. They drown it in distractions, in endless scrolling, in toxic environments that drain energy instead of giving it. They chase comfort while ignoring the quiet discipline the flame requires. But if you wish to live with clarity, you must become a guardian of your fire. Psychology shows us that identity is shaped by habits. Every small choice you make either feeds the flame or smothers it. Meditation, journaling, reading, exercise, silence, these are not luxuries. They are fuel. Each one whispers to the soul, I am awake, I am alive. Holding the flame means responsibility. It means asking daily, does this action bring me closer to the fire or further from it? The truth is simple. The flame cannot die, but it can be hidden. It is your choices that determine how brightly it shines. Protect it, feed it, honor it. For the more you nurture the flame within, the more it will illuminate the path ahead. The moment your flame begins to rise, the shadows will appear. Fear, doubt, envy, anger. They whisper at the edges of your mind. You're not enough. You will fail. Who do you think you are? The stronger your fire burns, the louder those voices become. Carl Jung called this the shadow self, the hidden parts of us that we deny or repress. Left in darkness, they control us. Faced directly, they lose their power. The truth is simple. The flame was never meant to exist without shadow. Light has meaning only because darkness surrounds it. To strengthen your flame, you must confront your shadows. Name them. Write them down. Admit the fears you've buried. When you bring them into the open, the fire consumes them, and what once seemed terrifying becomes fuel. Every shadow is a test. Will you allow it to smother the flame, or will you let the flame burn brighter because of it? Remember this: you are not defined by the voices of doubt, nor by the darkness around you. You are defined by the courage to keep shining despite them. The shadows do not mean you are failing. They mean the flame is real and worth fighting for. When the flame grows strong, it no longer burns quietly inside. It rises. What was once hidden in the chest becomes a crown above the head, a light of clarity and wisdom. This is what the ancients called enlightenment, not perfection, not escape from the world, but alignment with your deepest truth. Psychology calls it cognitive reframing, the ability to see events through a higher perspective. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? The enlightened soul asks, how can I respond through my flame? The same situation that once crushed you now becomes an opportunity to embody strength, patience, or compassion. When your flame becomes a halo, people notice it. They may not understand why, but they feel it. Your presence changes the room. Your words carry weight, not because you are louder, but because you are aligned. This stage is not about abandoning life, but about living it differently. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions begin to reflect the fire within. Every step, every choice becomes an expression of the soul. The halo reminds you your purpose is not to escape the world, but to carry the flame into it. To live as a light, not just for yourself, but for others who still wander in the dark. Most people live in chains, though no iron binds them. The chains are invisible, forged from fears, false beliefs, and expectations. We learn to accept limits, to bow to routines, to obey voices that say, you can't, you shouldn't, you must not. Over time, the chains feel so natural that we forget they are even there. Psychologists call this learned helplessness, the belief that you are trapped, even when the door is wide open. But the flame does not accept chains. It burns against them, pressing outward, reminding you that you are not as small as you were taught to believe. To rise, you must break them. This does not mean rebellion without thought. It means questioning every bond. Does this belief serve me? Does this habit feed my flame or weaken it? Each time you choose truth over fear, a chain falls away. The moment the flame bursts forth, illusions of captivity dissolve. Freedom was always within you. No circumstance, no opinion, no past failure can imprison a soul that knows its own fire. Remember this: chains may hold the body, but never the flame. The soul is unbound, unbroken, eternal. When the flame is discovered, it awakens. When it is nurtured, it grows. When it is tested by shadows, it strengthens. And when it breaks every chain, it becomes something greater than survival. It becomes a guide. The world is uncertain. You will face losses, betrayals, and moments of despair. No one escapes the trials of life. But the flame within you was never meant to remove struggle. It was meant to give you direction through it. Viktor Frankl, who endured the suffering of the concentration camps, wrote, "Those who have a why can bear almost any how." Meaning is the compass of the soul. And your flame is that compass, a steady light pointing forward even when the path is hidden. Think about this. When you live without a flame, life feels random. Every setback breaks you. Every failure feels final. But when you live by the flame, even pain has purpose. Every challenge becomes fuel, every obstacle a lesson, every step a path toward becoming. The guiding flame does not shout. It whispers. It whispers in intuition, in quiet nudges, in the sense that one choice feels alive while another feels dead. Most ignore this voice. They choose logic, fear, or comfort, but the flame always knows. And when you learn to follow it, your life begins to align in ways that logic alone could never explain. To rise your flame into the world is to live with purpose. Not a purpose handed to you by others, not a goal built only on ego, but a calling that ignites your soul. Ask yourself, what sets my flame alight? What makes me feel alive, even when it is hard? The answer to that question is your path. The truth is this: you are not wandering blindly. You are not lost. You carry within you a compass that cannot be broken. And every time you listen to it, every time you trust it, the flame grows stronger, guiding not only you, but everyone you touch. So walk forward, even into uncertainty. Carry the flame into every word, every action, every choice. Let it burn through fear, through doubt, through the illusions of the world. Live as proof that the soul is not meant to hide, but to shine. Because in the end, life is not about how much you have gathered or how much you have achieved. It is about how brightly you allowed your flame to burn and how much of that light you gave to the world.